Hey guys, I'm Scott Hunter with Airstream of DFW, and today on our RV show we're going to highlight the brand new 2021 Interstate Grand Tour van. So come along and let's take a look at the outside. We'll see some of the new styling with the new Mercedes upgrades. So we're going to have a nicer body kit and panel array. It just gives it a fresher look. We've got upgraded headlights for better visibility at night. We're going to see on the front all the safety features that we can incorporate. We've got the parking sensors up on the front bumper. We have the same sensors in the back on the rear bumper. Every possible option that Airstream can get from Mercedes, if it has to do with comfort and safety, we've brought that along. We're going to walk around to the side now, and I want to show you the greatest new feature I think that this van has always wanted, and that is the ease of operation of this new power door. Hands-free. Certainly makes it an advantage when you're trying to load everybody into the van, and guess what? The last person in didn't close the door. So now with just a push of a button, either here or inside the van, we've got a full power door that will open and close at our wishes. As we walk around to the back, when looking at the side here, you're going to see we've got some nice accent lights under the van, and we've got some lights up in the awning. So the awning doesn't have to actually be deployed in order to have some outside lighting. Want to have some entertainment outside? Well, guess what? We have that available to us. We're going to have a hookup for a television antenna, so we can hook a TV up, and we've got two nice power outlets right here. So you're tailgating, you want to set up a little table, put a TV out here, not a problem. You can certainly do it. As we walk around the back, we're going to see those sensors we talked about. And we're also going to notice that the hitch is nicely covered. There's a 2-inch receiver hitch behind this panel with a 7-way cord hookup. So you could certainly tow a trailer or tow an automobile behind you, but when not in use, we cover up that ugly part with a really nice paint-matched cover. As we open the back doors, we'll notice in the back there's ample storage for golf bags, luggage, whatever you might take with you. You've got a little storage underneath. Of course, we've got some of the accessories piled under there right now. But everywhere you look, little cubbies here and there just to keep stuff stored. As we look up, we're going to see 2 cameras. Why 2 cameras? Well, one of those cameras is Mercedes, and it's the backup camera, but it only operates or performs while in the reverse mode. So what about when I'm driving down the road? How am I going to see what's behind me? Well, that secondary camera is an always-on driving camera. We'll see the monitor for it when we go inside. We'll walk around and you'll notice the clean lines. You don't see sewer hose connections hanging out under the van. You see nothing but just clean, easy lines. We've got our power cord hooked up. We've got this unit plugged in here. We've got the output or the exhaust for our 60,000 BTU Suburban water heater, continuous flow, unlike anything unmatched in the industry really. When we're at the campground, we can hook up to fresh water right there. But what's nice is, how in the world do I hook it up as far as the sewer hose? Do I have to crawl under it? What do I have to do? Well, all that is right here behind lock and key, and it's easily accessible. No muss, no fuss, right into the ground, super easy. How do I put it up? We're going to have a little power cord reel right here, so we can just simply push a button and retract it back up. So really nice, really simple, really easy. Also, this is where we're going to find our valves for dumping our gray or our black tanks, all right here. Down here we've got a little compartment, no lock on this one. This is just a hot and cold outside shower. There's a little coiled up hose that's inside the unit. It just snaps right in, and you can hose off the kids' feet if they're at the beach, hose off the dog, super simple. Behind this very last locking compartment here, we're going to see a little white cap. This is where we would fill our fresh water if we wanted to have water on board and we weren't hooked up at a campground. The reason this is locking, it keeps people from maybe putting something in your water supply. Well, let's head back around and let's take a look inside this thing. We'll start up here in the brand new improved cockpit area. We're going to see a smart wheel with many functions to operate the unit. We can control radio and access any other thing through our Mercedes infotainment system. It's the MBUX Mercedes infotainment system. Let's fire it up right here and we'll get everything turned on. Other features we see up here in the front, the Mercedes infotainment system is nice because in the past there's been the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, the Airstream motorhome, and generally an aftermarket stereo. So any problems, there was a lot of he said, she said. Now we have a fully integrated system by Mercedes that allows for navigation, Bluetoothing our phones and having Apple AirPlay or the Android CarPlay through the unit. We can control all of this here in a touchscreen, but also here in our smart wheel. We talked about the rear driving camera. Well, that's what this is here. Airstream's the only one that offers that I've ever seen. It's ergonomically correct. It's just like where your rear view mirror would be, but we're going to not only see out the rear at all times, but it also will allow us to, when turning the left turn signal on, now we're seeing down the left side of our motorhome. And then when we turn the unit off, we're back to center. So no blind spots, and that's a really nice feature to have, and it just is so natural just to look at that camera. They've upgraded the seats. For years, this used to be a work van. Now it feels like a luxury S-Class Mercedes. We've got power seats with multi-memory stations, so whoever's driving, if it's mom or dad, you just push the button and everything's going to go back to the way you set it. Now, another nice feature about the new Mercedes units and the new Airstream van
what can I do for you?
Yeah, see, Mercedes is trying to help us out. We'll turn that off so we don't have to listen to Mercedes any longer. Another new feature we're going to see on the 2021 model is the battery system has now been improved to the lithium iron phosphate batteries. And we're going to notice that there's an additional car stereo up here. Well, what's that for? Well, when the van is not turned on and we're not running, we're not going to use this radio system. So this is a radio that provides tunes for the house, so to speak. And you can Bluetooth right up to it and play music from your phone also. A nice thing about the new batteries, obviously, they're very efficient, they're very lightweight, and improving them. We also have put in extra solar. We now have 100 watts of solar up on the roof that just is for the chassis battery. And we've got 300 watts of solar just for the house batteries. And the lithium-ion batteries, lithium iron phosphate batteries, the advantage to them is their lightweight and their efficiency, but the disadvantage is when it's real cold, they don't take a charge properly. But these new Battleborn batteries have a heater built in that you can simply turn on anytime you're camping in cold weather. Well, let's take a look at some of the features here in the back of the van. One thing about the Grand Tour that most people like is it's more of the couples coach. Mom and dad here, we've got a whole sleeping area back there, but in a pinch, if you needed to haul people around, 7 seat belts total in the van. So 5 here and 2 up there. With the Grand Tour, we're going to notice an expansive countertop. We're going to have a really nice sink. We're going to have a 2-burner stove and still tons of counter space to set pots and pans, plug in a coffee maker, pressure cooker, whatever you might want to use. You're going to see ample storage throughout. Just open something right there. We've got a trash can, we've got a paper towel holder, all built in. As we go through the galley, we'll also see we've got a microwave. We notice it's down low, not up high, so no pouring hot soup or hot coffee on you. It's down here low, easy to access, and it just makes it a little safer when you're getting something hot out of the unit. So, we're also going to see in the Grand Tour a little storage here. We've got a proper pantry that can be used for clothes storage also. We've got the owner's manuals there. You can see the little closet rod across. By removing these couple of shelves, we've got a nice shirt ward and still good little storage drawers down below for keeping things in the pantry. We'll also see with the Grand Tour a larger refrigerator and freezer. So we've got the refrigerator up top. We've got the freezer down below. The advantage to these NovaCool refrigerators is they're all electric. So there's no propane required to run this. It's a compressor-based refrigerator. I also don't have to have vents on the outside to really make the van kind of ugly looking because I'm trying to get heat out like you would with a propane refrigerator. So very nice. Now, as we move back to be a motorhome, we've got our galley, we've got the refrigerator, we've got a place to sleep, but guess what? We've also got a bathroom. And this is a full all-in-one bathroom. Probably the neatest thing about Airstream's bathroom is it's all one solid piece of fiberglass. So there's no seams anywhere in it. So it certainly eliminates possibilities for leaks and such. So you've got the bathroom, you've got a sink, and a shower all in one, just making the absolute best use and efficient use of space. Now as we come back here to the back area, we're going to see a nice bench area. We've got 2 seat belts here. We've got 3 seat belts in the bench. Certainly you can kick back and watch TV, but this will all fold in flat and make a giant bed. So we have sleeping place, almost a king-size bed. Now you might ask yourself, all these features sound great, but how do I run all these features? Well, placed in different spots in the coach, we've got touchscreen controls. We've got one here in the back of the coach that will allow us to control anything we need to, from the shades to the generator to the lights. Everything's easily controlled. Now we'll head back up toward the front and I'll show you the other control panels that we have in the Grand Tour. Now it's going to be right behind you. We've got a little cabinet here, and this is kind of control central. Everything is right here. It's a little larger control panel, a little easier to operate. We've got other controls that give us input power, so we know what kind of power we have. We've got an inverter on board, a 1,000-watt inverter, so I can run things without having to be plugged in at a campground or turn on a generator. Also, we talked about the battery heaters. We've got a little key for that there. And then if we want to monitor our solar charging, we've got the solar readout right there. We'll also see another TV up here in the front. We didn't touch on this when we were up here. Both of these chairs will swivel around, so this can be used as a table for dining. As we walk back out, I'll show you the final control panel that we've got right at the front door. A lot of times you want to be able to control things without going into the coach, and here we have yet another panel to control it all. So guys, this is the 2021 Interstate Grand Tour. I hope you enjoyed our tour, and if you're interested, come on and see us.
Thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions or have any recommendations on content you'd like to see, make sure to drop a comment in the comment section below. If you enjoy our content, give us a like and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks again from Airstream DFW.